And here we go. So we're back here on Blue Eagle Sports TV. And another 15 minutes on the clock. Start of the third quarter here from Catone Field, Wethersfield, Connecticut. We welcome you back into the friendly confines of the Wethersfield High School's football stadium. It's multi-purpose use here from field hockey to soccer all the way to lacrosse. And of course the WHS football team who got off to their very first playoff, or not their very first, but first playoff berth in a while, first conference championship in many years. That was all last season, and they're ready to play right around, I think February to April, I believe, is when the alternate season will be held, where football will get underway. So we'll bring you coverage whenever that happens. Just about a minute gone, whistle blown, and Wethersfield currently off to a strange start. Messina coming off the field almost immediately. In comes Maria Knock. And so the clock is stopped here. And we're good to go. So, Wethersfield trying to get on the charge here. With about 1 minute gone, and Wethersfield starting out on a corner. It looks like Cathcart will be taking it. Cathcart will start the corner for Wethersfield and hopefully get this half going. Trying to pick up a 4-goal lead, which would be monumental. Back in. And looks like trying to take the shot. Won't happen. It'll roll out of bounds. And I think it's Conard ball. Yes, it is. Conard gets possession of the charge back up from around the goal line. And they bring it back up the field. That one will roll right out of bounds. And it will stay in Conard's possession, as it looks like it bounced off one of the sticks of a Wethersfield player. Conard comes right back in. Wethersfield really needs to get started in these quarters. In the beginning of the quarter, they're not really applying much pressure, and I've seen that throughout the game. They really need to get on that and start applying the defensive pressure, play as hard as they can, force the ball into the other zone, force Conard to make those silly mistakes, and try to find the back of the net a little bit more often. Sure, you can get past Newington with a 4-0 lead like they did, or playing like this you can get past the team with a 4-0 lead, but playing against guys like Daniel Hand or Guilford really is going to take a higher level of play, and to prepare for that part of the end of the season, with now 12 and a half to go, it's really going to take a little bit more of work from Coach Boudet and company. 12:20 to go, third quarter. And it looks like we are set to go. So it looks like a whistle blown, Wethersfield to get the ball. 15 to come in. Conard back in, and Sydney Boudet is on top of that. She'll be followed up by Bowers. Trying to get it to Anzade, whistle blows. And number 7 to get things started. Wethersfield trying to hold defense now. It's going to be, I believe, Logan Lasella who's going to wrestle the ball away, and they're going to call that against him. So some scores from out of town in girls volleyball today. North Haven tied with Mercy. Back in boys soccer today, a game that started at 4. Old Saybrook beat Haddam Killingworth 2-0. Some out-of-town scores tonight being provided by the ScoreStream app. Looks like in varsity field hockey, Avon played Southington, and the Falcons beat the Blue Knights of Southington 7-2. So here in some field hockey action throughout the state. That's all I can find so far for field hockey. That was earlier today, Avon with the 7-2 win. Here comes Kate Anzade charging back up the field. Anzade with a chance. Tries a cross, gets up in front, rebounded, and it's denied by a Conard defender. Not quite hit there. So, and it looks like we're going to see that one go up the field. Wethersfield looking at trying to strike up a fourth goal. And here's Boudet to make the stop. Boudet sends it back up. Looks like it's going to Bowers. Bowers is going to bring it up the field, and she's got a good opportunity because here she comes down the field looking at a shot. It'll go off the pad and a kick save from Conard, but it won't last for long as Tupont stands in and a whistle blows. Beautiful save from Hazel Borio, the netminder tonight. And it looks like a corner for Wethersfield. Oh my God. So the netminder so far from Conard having a okay day. 3 goals through the first 2 quarters. None allowed here so far in the third, in a quick moving third quarter. Here comes a shot up the field. Goes to Tupont. Tupont moves it back, trying to get it to Anzade, but Tupont will get right back on top of it. Looks like we're going to see another corner coming for Wethersfield. And Boudet making the calls from the sidelines. And here comes again the corner. Trying to get it off to Sydney Boudet, who chips the shot a little bit. And Maria Knock tries to get back there, tries to backpedal. Boudet gets a piece of it. Now it goes up to Bowers. Bowers trying to play defense. Get past Boudet. Out of Bowers to Anzade, and possession goes Conard. With 7:40 to go, third quarter. So like Bellowick there with getting the ball back. Catherine Bello waiting to sub in along with Emma Hucks. They'll both stand right around the 50-yard line waiting to come back in. Conard, right where the possession is, and it's quickly stolen by Logan Lascelles on a beautiful effort. Bellowick comes out, in comes Bello. Now it'll be brought back. Maria Knock on top of it on defense. Back up to Bowers. Bowers trying to get it past. Won't quite. From Bello. Back to Bowers. And trying to get past there. Here comes Anzade. Tupont trying to get a piece of it. Huck's still waiting to sub in. And Wethersfield's defense looks like not quite making those stops, and possession will go Conard. And the defense is going to have to stack up on this one. Dangerous territory for Conard to get started. Or actually, no, it will go to Boudet. So I actually read that signal wrong. Wethersfield will get possession. Boudet hits it up. It goes to Bello. Bello sends it to, I believe, Anzade. Anzade to Bowers. Back over to Lascelles. And Bowers back to Lascelles again. And Logan just trying to see if she can get the ball past. Won't happen. Knock comes off the field for Hawks. 3-0 lead. And you think at this point in the game, about 5:50 to go third quarter, up by 3. You think maybe the Eagles could put this one in park for just a little bit and sit on this lead. Conard to bring it up the field. Conard has not had much luck, if any, tonight. Sydney trying to make the stop on defense. Back up to Hucks, who will get it off to Bowers. Bowers will send it upfield to Anzade. Anzade sending it upfield, trying to get it to Bello. Will elude her just a bit. And Bowers quickly tracking the ball. Or not Bowers, that was Bello who was tracking the ball. 5:10 to go. here in the third quarter of action. Here comes Logan Lasella with the ball. Lasella tried to get it to, I believe, Bello. It goes up to Anzade, who fires from the backyard. Anzade still on defense. Here's Bowers trying to make the play. Back to Anzade. Anzade with a pass up in front. I believe to Bello, who's trying to sneak it past the netminder. It will just go wide. And with about 4:45 to go in the third quarter, score remains 3-0, Wethersfield in control. About 4.5 minutes to go. Conard will hit it in from around the 15. And the Chieftains are ready to go. They send a shot in. Wethersfield defense eating that one up. They take the ball right back. And today on defense as well. In comes number 9. And Conard to break through, but it should be 2-on-2 going the other way. Even rush. Here comes Cartiera from out of nowhere. And it looks like they might call a little bit of a trip on Cartiera, who was able to whisk the ball away. And we're going to see if Conard can make anything out of this possession. Can they do it here? Don't forget, tomorrow here on Blue Eagle Sports TV, boys soccer, the boys are back in town as they'll take on Platte Tech and the Panthers at 3:45. Boys soccer looking to remain undefeated, currently 2-0 on the season. Corner coming from Conard. And Conard is ready to go. About 3.5 minutes to go. Up in front. Quick pass down along in the corner. Fires. Stopped by Peacock. Not for long is Conard. Quickly moving the ball. And that one will go wide, I believe. The Eagles will retain the 3-0 lead and will hold the ball. They send it up from just outside the net. Here comes the Eagle. Sorry, here come the Eagles. I briefly forget how to commentate tonight. Along the sidelines they have it, the Chieftains trying to whisk the ball away back in the 25. And it was Lorian Tupons really got a piece of that one there and sent it out of bounds, I believe, unless it was already out of bounds. Unless it went off a Conard player, which I think it did. As Lorian tracks it down, brings it back to the sideline, it will be Caroline Provost to take the possession in from the sideline. Here comes the inbound. Provost sends it along. It's a quick chop from the Chieftains, who will stop possession from Wethersfield. Conard trying to stop the bleeding here. About 2:10 to go, third quarter, down by 3. Not the ideal position, especially against this Wethersfield squad. Whistle being blown. And I believe we're going to see a corner here. So the corner coming for the Chieftains. On the back. They get set. Wethersfield is really going to have to stand firm here on this one. Corner comes up from Conard. Slap shot from the backyard. Deflection up in front. It'll get past Peacock. Saved! Oh my goodness! What a play on defense, and the Eagles will hold the shutout. What a chance from Conard, and they just fail to execute. Sent out of bounds deep in the corner, and the Eagles will hold on to a shutout lead with about 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Unbelievable. What a play from Julia Peacock and company, setting out on the corner. And here comes the Chieftains down the sideline. Thought that one had gotten deflected. Looks like we might see another. I don't think it's going to be a corner. No, it's just going to be a Conard possession. Up to number 40. They're going to try and work it around, but Wethersfield is able to get there in time. And the Eagles are there to try and push forward and break the defensive lines from Conard. Possession will go Wethersfield. About 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We're awaiting the start of the fourth and final quarter of action, as the Eagles hanging on to a 3-0 lead. And Here's Conard to try and make the stop. Back in their own zone with 10 seconds to go now. Looks like that's all she wrote for the third quarter. And this quarter specifically, nothing really to write home about here in the third as it comes to an end. End of 3 here from Wethersfield, 3-0 Eagles. At the end of 3 quarters of play, the score is 3-0 Wethersfield. So nothing really to write home about here in the third quarter. Nothing incredibly interesting. However, a few good shutdowns by Wethersfield on defense. They make the stop on a few different corners and are so far able to hold this 3-0 lead. We're about to see in the final 15 minutes of play, can they hold on to this shutout? We're about to find out when we return here from the friendly confines of Catone Field. It's the Eagles 3 and the Chieftains 0. Oh, I was about to... And so we're back here. Catone Field, Wethersfield, Connecticut. Good evening, and thank you for spending your Monday evening with us. My name is James Clank, the voice of Wethersfield, welcoming you back in. If you're just joining us here tonight, a brief summary of the events. First quarter really got off to a good start for Wethersfield after being pressured back in the early goings of that first quarter. However, able to put up 2 goals. You saw Lorian Tuponts, Catherine Bello, each putting up a goal. Actually, no, it was Caroline Provost and Lorian Tuponts putting up the goals back in the first period. Or not the first period, but the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Catherine Bello able to strike the last goal of the game and seemingly the backbreaker tonight. So, seemingly the backbreaker coming tonight from Catherine Bello in her, I believe, second goal of the season. Caroline Provost getting her first and Tuponts getting her second. Surprisingly, without a goal, who's scored 1 in every game so far, is Kate Anzadeh, and we'll see if she can't add 1 to that tally here in the fourth quarter. Conard starts with the ball. Get it out of the center circle. And up to the front of the field, but here comes Wethersfield quickly applying the pressure. Eagles trying to make this a 4-0 game. Whistle blows, Wethersfield possession, and they will play it. Here comes Anzadeh. Anzadeh back over to Lasella, and it'll be taken away by Conard, but Conard under heavy pressure as Lasella is able to just get the stick in the right place at the right time and make the takeaway. Tries a cross, whiffs on it. He'll still get to Anzadeh, sort of. It looks like we might be seeing the corner here about 40 seconds into the final quarter of play. So if Wethersfield is able to score, that would be the dagger through the heart here tonight. Really put the nail in the coffin and an exclamation point on tonight's win. Trying to rebound from the 1-1 tie against Northwest Catholic. And the corner opportunity denied there by the Chieftains. They quickly take it away. And Conard seemingly just playing with an intensity all night tonight. They've never really dipped in their level of play. They've always kind of stayed consistent, pressuring on defense. I think after that third goal, they really kind of rallied around themselves and said they have to turn this one around. And well, the Wethersfield defense has acted like a brick wall tonight. So not a lot of turning around able to happen. Certainly not a 180 from the Chieftains tonight. Possession going Conard off the whistle. Number 11 sends it up the field. And here at Under the Lights of Catone, our first afternoon game happening tomorrow against the Platte Tech Panthers. Panthers will play the boys soccer team, 3:45. Me and I believe Riley D'Amato will be on the call for that one. I believe that'll be Riley's last game of the fall season. So it'll just be me flying solo up until then. Me flying solo for the majority of the fall season. Off the foot of number 10 for Conard, and with 12.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. The Eagles are going to get this inbound. Looks like it's going to be Lasella who takes it. Seen a lot of Logan Lasella here this evening. A lot of the same few players that you saw back on that opening night against Newington, playing rather consistently. I think a lot of these games are really just tune-ups in preparation for when they have to play Glastonbury. When they come to town, they will play twice this year instead of once. And arguably the biggest game on the schedule for Wethersfield, so you better believe that one is circled on the calendar. 11:40 to go, fourth quarter of play. And we're nearly 4 minutes in to the fourth and final quarter of play. An obstruction there, possession Wethersfield. And the quick inbound taken away by Conard rather quickly, but Wethersfield is right back on that. I believe that's Caroline Provost who is there. It'll be taken back by Conard. They will get the inbound on this one, and here comes number 18. That tonight has been 18 is Bryn Lasella. Up in front. And Tupont's able to get on that. Up in front, fires! Rebound chance! No go on that one, and that one is no dice. Possession will go to Wethersfield. Yes, it will. I believe it actually will be a corner. So that last scoring chance had almost no chance on it. Conard's defense playing strong right in front of their net. 10.5 to go, fourth quarter of play. Here comes number 8. That is going to be Morgan Cathcart to take the corner. Eagles stacked up on the line here. We're going to see how they can play out on this corner. Goes back to Tupont's from the backyard. Fires up in front, trying to get the rebound. And again, no dice on that one either. Whistle being blown. So Coach Boudet calling the defensive strategy here. Conard getting the ball. 9:50 to go, fourth quarter. Up to number 15. Wethersfield trying to play hot on this one. Not quite. Yes. Looks like maybe they've gone cold. Chieftains trying to avenge those first two quarters. Although 3 goals in one quarter is a bit of a tall task. That one is rifled out into the corner and out of bounds. In comes number 16. It's going to be Sadie Ruiz. She gets back into this game. Logan Lasella comes back out. Lasella's played quite a bit of this game. So Conard is going to take this one from the corner here. And with 9:10 to go, final quarter of action. Whistle blown on Bryn Lasella, and Conard will take it back down the field on their own possession. Number 10 fires across. Anzadeh tracking it down at a furious pace. Tupont's behind her. Taking the ball away on defense and now trying to work the transition. Here comes Tupont's. Chance at it for Wethersfield, but not quite. And that one will be sent away. And the Chieftains are in control. And that one will also be a no-go. Number 15 waiting to come in. That's going to be Sophie Adams. I believe that'll be the first time she comes in tonight. Adams goes in for Bryn Lasella. I believe we saw Adams back in that opener on, I believe it was Thursday night when they played Newington. Thursday night, then they had Friday off. Played Northwest Catholic on Saturday, tied that game 1 apiece. The 1 goal coming from Anzadeh. 7:50 to go. Anzade so far, no goal in this one. And Boudet gets it back, but Boudet under some pressure. Bello is there, and it won't go her way, and a possible chance at a breakaway. Here comes Conard. And the Chieftains. And the Chieftains still controlling it. Wethersfield zone, trying to work it past. Shot goes up, deflected, out in front of the net. It's denied. And Wethersfield looks to bring it out of their own zone, and they will do exactly that. They send it upfield. It goes up to Adams. Adams looks like she's looking for Ruiz, who's down along the 50. This will be sent from Conard all the way to Tupance. Tupance tracking it down with Anzade not too far behind. Whistle blown, and Conard will take possession here and trying to move forward. Here's Cartiera, and she sends that one out of bounds. 6:40 to go here in regulation. Eagles looking to shut this one down and play their second shutout of the season. That would be both of their wins being shutout wins. And what a record that would be to start the season. Up in front. This one is sent to Wethersfield. Not quite, and back over. Eagles with it. They send it upfield, and that might just be a little bit too far. Conard will try and touch up on it, which might have been a bad decision, but it will pay off for Conard this time. A little bit of a risk involved with that strategy. It paid off that time. It goes right out of bounds, and Sydney Boudet to take it from the sideline, right around the 48-yard line. Boudet ready to take it. Winds one back and rifles it up the field. Here comes Sadie Ruiz. Sends a cross. One-timer chance, not quite. Tupance is there. Tupance looking for the goal. No, denied. And that one is in. Scores! Tupance will get a goal. That's her second of the night, and I believe her third of the season. Looks like they did not wait for the whistle. So Tupance, second of the game, third of the season. And it looks like the girl at center has to tie her shoe. That's why you do a double knot, kids. Eagles goal! Scored by number 3, Lorian Tupance. Her second of the game and her third of the season. And Tupance brings it up, and here comes Wethersfield back up with it again. Back on the rush. And looking for something here to maybe make it 5-0 in the last 5 minutes of play. The Eagles have been able to get off to a hot start so far in this game, and a hot start this season. They've scored a goal in every game, and so far in 2 games they've allowed, well, 2 games so far out of the 3 they've allowed no goals. In the last 3 they've allowed 1. None against Newington, 1 against Northwest Catholic, and so far none against Conard. And here comes Anzade, who is yet to have a goal tonight. Again, trying to change that late in the game. Cartiera out on defense. Oh, and it looked like a solid body check laid out there. I think Cartiera might have been playing the wrong hockey for a minute. Solid hit, no real hide in that one. 4:20 to go. Final quarter of play. Substitution coming in for Conard, it looks like. That'll be number 23 who will come in. Looking at the roster, that's going to be Gabby Sohn. Comes in. Cartiera will be sent to field hockey's version of the penalty box. So into the bin Cartiera goes. And I think a 2-minute penalty. It really is like ice hockey tonight. Cartiera is sitting along the manager's table, serving her sentence, about 2 minutes to life. Conard anyway, as we get back to the game and back to being serious for a minute. Wethersfield will take possession in their own zone, trying to strike up the 5th goal of the evening, and what an evening it has been. That one is rifled back up the field towards midfield, but not quite going to get back to Wethersfield. Conard's going to take it away, and here they come up the field. It's going to be taken back by Wethersfield now. Anzadeh looking to get on top of that. Whistle blows, Wethersfield possession. Anzadeh will move upfield, and I think Tupance is going to take this one. Nope, they're going to send it back to Bowers. Bowers is going to have to dial this one in. And that she does. It's a little dribbler. Doesn't quite dial it in, but... Ooh, and that might have been a trip there. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. And here comes a card. It looks like we are going to see our first booking. A major for pushing for 5 minutes. 5-minute major for pushing. Assessed to number 16, Sadie Ruiz. Once again, 5-minute major for pushing, number 16, Ruiz. So 5-minute major, and now the Eagles down 2 as they are shorthanded. Here's Conard, perfect opportunity to score. I don't know how I felt about that call, but it looked like some of that might have been Italian soccer, and some of that might have been field hockey, but we will see. Somebody might be able to get up and take a bow after that one, but 15 tracking it down, trying to get with it. The Eagles, I think, just playing a little too aggressively on defense. They're making a lot of contact here. Eagles playing much too aggressively. They're really going to have to dial that down, especially with 2 minutes to go in a 4-goal lead. You really think at that point in the game you can take a breather, you can relax and maybe put in some of the JV players if you're up this late in a game by 4 goals, but not the strategy. Cartiera coming back out. She's served the sentence. She is out of the hypothetical penalty box. Ruiz still in there. She'll be there for the rest of the game with 1.5 minutes to go. So Ruiz will serve out the major. She got a yellow card tonight, and that is the first time, I think, in 2 seasons of doing this prior, I have never seen a card come out on anyone. So, certainly an interesting season. Conard will get the ball. About 1:10 minutes to go. Coach Boudet not happy with some of this strategy. Here comes Conard. Fires a slap shot up front. Possession going Wethersfield. 1 minute remaining in regulation. And Wethersfield is a minute away from claiming another victory. And Wethersfield about 1 minute away from, actually 40 seconds away from claiming Conard as the next victim of this year's campaign. Out in front, and a beautiful save from Peacock as she makes the kick save on that one. 30 seconds to go. And the Eagles just trying to hang on to a shutout. I think Conard is just playing to try and get the 1 goal. Class L versus Class M team. And a lot of these, you don't really expect the Class M team to come out on top, but tonight the better team won. With 10 seconds to go. Looks like we're going to see a corner, but I don't think there's going to be time. Try and hurry. And that should be the game. Nope, they are going to play out the corner. Here we go. They're going to play out the corner, although time has expired. Either way, it doesn't matter. The better team did win tonight, and that was the Eagles. Down to stop. Wethersfield takes possession, gets out of the zone, and this game is over. And the Wethersfield Eagles win with your final score, Wethersfield 4 and Conard 0. We thank you for attending this evening's contest, and please drive home safely. So at the end of another contest this season, Wethersfield will take their second win. They go 2-0-1 on the season with 2 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. We'll see them in a little bit when they come back home and ready to play another game of field hockey here from Catone. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon, boys soccer taking on Platt, 3:45 face-off. My name is James Clark, voice of Weathersfield, and from Catone Field, the friendly confines, I bid you adieu.